God-sized story.
Hello and welcome to this bonus episode of God-Sized Stories. On next week's episode, Julie's going to share a really wonderful, powerful story from her life. But wrapped in that story is this excitement about her being a florist, and it has such a beautiful impact on her life and her story and about where she is now. But today we're just going to learn a little bit more about Julie and what it really is to be a florist in her life.
Yes. So I have always been a very creative person. I actually think that the side of my brain where all the analyzation and all that is missing, it's all creative. So I have done photography, and I love creative writing. And I fell into this field of being a florist quite by accident. And somebody saw potential in me and offered to pay for floral school for me. So I specialize in weddings and events. And so like last year I did 180 weddings.
Wow.
And well, that would be 2019.
Okay.
Actually.
I was going to say, if you did that in 2020, I'm like, whoa.
No. Yes. So it's 2019. So I work with the bride from the very beginning concept of, and a lot of times they come in and they don't really have a clue what direction they want to go other than their color scheme. And so we kind of create something that's unique to them and fits their personality. And we build the concept from there, and then I build the budget, and then walk them through the ordering process, and then I put all the florals together for their wedding. So it's it's usually about a year that we're in this relationship of planning for their big day. And by the time they get married, I almost miss them after, because then they're gone and they don't need me anymore. But it's always neat to work through that process with them. And just being a florist in general is such a, there's so many analogies about the Lord and how he takes individual and unique qualities and puts them all together into a beautiful artwork. And so I always enjoy that part of being a florist, is each flower has its own color, its own smell, and texture, and it brings something unique to the masterpiece at the end. So yeah.
I'm sure this is an impossible question, but from someone without knowledge, it's an easy one to ask. Do you have a favorite flower then?
Surprisingly, it is wild daisies.
Oh, very nice.
I love their simplicity. I love how cheerful they are. I love that they will grow anywhere, and they're adaptable, and they're not picky. So they've always just been such a cheerful thing to me. That's my favorite.
There you go. Hey,
yeah.
Because honestly, I was expecting it to kind of be one of those questions like, oh, pick a favorite child. We're just we don't talk about that.
Nope. I have a very specific favorite. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Julie, thank you so much for sharing this time with me and giving me this little introspective to being that. Because as listeners know, I bring on a lot of creative people to this because I'm not, and I'm jealous of people that are creative. I've had artists of all different genre because I love to learn about it, because I want that part of my brain to kick in more too. Because
right.
But also, thank you for sharing your story and your life. And as you referenced a little bit, how powerful just this little bit of you being a florist had such a big impact on your life, and just all the beautiful things that will be. And audience, I'm so excited for you to get to experience that story next week. And as always, thank you for listening. I couldn't do this without you. Goodbye.